Hello everyone, welcome to Educare 247. This is the lecture 13 of Economy and Finance MCQ series. In this series, we are covering the important economy and finance news from Business Standard, Business Line, Economic Times and Live Mint in the form of multiple choice question. This series is very much useful for RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A 2020 examination. On our website educare247.com, we are updating the current affairs related to economy and finance on daily basis. You can read the current affairs from our website or you can download our app from Google Play Store and read the current affairs. The first question is, which of the following ministry has launched Ambedkar Social Innovation and Incubation Mission? The answer is Ministry of Social Justice. Recently, Ministry of Social Justice has launched Ambedkar Social and Incubation Mission under Venture Capital Fund for SCs. The aim of this mission is to promote innovation and entrepreneurship among SC students studying in higher educational institutions. Venture Capital Fund for SC was established in 2014. The aim of this fund is to develop entrepreneurship among SC and Divyang youth and enable them to become job givers. The objective of this fund is to provide concessional finance to the entities of SC entrepreneur. So far, 117 companies has been given fund under this venture capital fund for SCs. Ambedkar Social Innovation and Incubation Mission will identify 1000 SC youth and enable them to become an entrepreneur by providing easy finance and support system. They will provide 30 lakh rupees in 3 years as equity funding. So this is the overall mission. It is very important for your upcoming examination. Educare 247 has launched MCQ course for paper 2 for SEBI grade A 2020. The price for this course is 999. You can visit our website educare247.com and subscribe to this course. If you are preparing for RBI, SEBI, UPSC, EPFO, you can get the courses on our website. You can download our app from the Google Play Store as well and you can read daily current affairs. The next question is, under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, what is the target for fish production by 2024-25? The answer is 220 lakh tons. Recently, Ministry of Fisheries has released second edition of the newsletter Matsya Sampada and a beneficiary booklet on Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. This will provide a comprehensive outline of the different components and activities of this scheme. This is the media outreach plan of the Department of Fisheries and it will help fishermen and fish farmers of India. Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana was launched in 2020 and the aim of this scheme is to enhance the fish production to 220 lakh ton by 2024-25. It will also help in increasing the exports and it will be doubled to rupees 1 lakh crore. It will also generate 55 lakhs direct and indirect employment opportunities in fisheries sector. So this is very important scheme which will help fish farmers and overall fisheries in India. The next question is, Tribes India e-marketplace is an ambitious initiative of. The answer is TriFed. Recently, Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Minda has virtually launched India's largest handicraft and organic product marketplace, Tribes India e-marketplace, on the occasion of Gandhi Jayanti. This marketplace will onboard 5 lakh tribal producers of sourcing of various handicrafts, handloom, natural food products across the country, and this is an initiative of TriFed. It will help them to market their produce directly, and here supplier will be individual tribal artisan, tribal self-help groups, agencies, NGO working with tribals. It is a path-breaking initiative of TriFed which will help tribals directly and showcase their produce and handicrafts to the world. The next question is, which of the following ministry organized RAGE 2020, that is Responsible AI for Social Empowerment 2020 Summit? The answer is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Recently, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology along with Niti Aayog have organized Global Virtual Summit on Artificial Intelligence RAGE 2020. This summit was for 5 days, 5th October to 9th October, and our Prime Minister inaugurated this summit. This is first of its kind. In this summit, it was discussed how AI can be used to transform India's vision of social transformation. The event witnessed by many global leaders, policymakers, academicians, and according to the report of ESCOM, India's AI will grow 957 billion by 2035. So this is huge number. This industry is growing and AI can be used in anything. So how it will also transform India's social sector. So this was discussed in this summit. The next question is, which of the following organization has launched Data Governance Quality Index? The answer is Niti Aayog. Department of Fertilizers has been ranked second amongst 16 economic ministries and third amongst 75 ministries and departments with a score of 4.11 on Data Governance Quality Index. This is a survey conducted by Development Monitoring and Evolution Office of Niti Aayog. Here the performance of ministries and department has been assessed on the basis of how they are implementing central sector scheme and centrally sponsored scheme. In a survey, an online questionnaire was prepared under 6 major themes of data governance, that was data quality, data generation, use of technology, data analysis, use of dissemination, data security, and HR capacity. So accordingly, this survey was done for different ministries and departments, and it is found that Department of Fertilizers is second among all the departments. So this was very useful index. Keep in your mind, it can be asked in the examination. The next question is, Ravi Chopra committee recently seen in news is related to. The answer is Review Chardham project. Recently, the chairman of a Supreme Court appointed expert committee has alleged violation of court orders in the execution of Chardham road project. Ravi Chopra is the chairman of this high-powered committee. Under the Chardham road project, total 900-kilometer road will be constructed and the total expenditure for this project is 12,000 crore. This program is launched by Ministry of Road Transport and Highway to connect the 4 pilgrimages like Kedarnath, Badrinath, Yamunotri and Gangotri in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand State Public Works Department BRO and National Highway and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited is implementing this very important project. Under this project, engineering, procurement and construction mode has been used. This is the one way to build an infrastructure project EPC. So that is also very important. It can be asked in the examination. So all the important points related to this very important project can be remembered. The next question is, National Startup Awards is an initiative of which of the following? The answer is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Recently, the first edition of National Startup Awards has been released by Minister of Commerce and Industry on 6th October 2020. Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade has conceived the first ever National Startup Award. The aim of this award is to recognize the outstanding startups and ecosystem enablers that are building innovative products and solutions and scalable enterprises with high potential of employment generation and wealth creation. The first edition of award invited application across 12 sectors and further it has been classified in 35 categories. The 12 sectors are agriculture, education, enterprise technology, energy, finance, food, health, industry 4.0, space, security, tourism, urban services. The winning startup got the prize of 5 lakh each. So this is to encourage the startup ecosystem and recognize the effort of wealth creator and employment generator. The next question is, with reference to the Monetary Policy Committee, consider the following statements. The first statement is, the new members nominated have been given a 4-year term. The second statement is the 6-member Monetary Policy Committee has the mandate to maintain annual inflation at 4% with an upper tolerance of 6% and a lower tolerance of 2%. The answer is both 1 and 2. Both 1 and 2 is correct. Recently, government has appointed Asima Goyal, Sasank Vinde and Jayant Verma as a member of Monetary Policy Committee, and they have been given 4-year term. 3 members are ex officio members, that is Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikant Das, Deputy Governor Mikhail Patra, and he is in charge for monetary policy, and the Executive Director Janak Raj. The panel is chaired by RBI Governor. So basically the Monetary Policy Committee is chaired by RBI Governor. This 6-member committee meet and discuss, and they maintain the annual inflation at 4%. Upper it can go to 6% and lower it can go to 2%. So this is the main role of Monetary Policy Committee, and recently government has appointed 3 of their new members. Hope you have enjoyed the lecture. If you have enjoyed the lecture, like, share and comment and subscribe to Educare 247. Thank you and happy learning.